but the first half very poor for us.
Yeah, and what disappoints you more than anything, the importance of the game today. We know how important it is for the members of the club and the supporters, and we just didn't show up in the first half. You can be rest assured we certainly let them know at half time, and we demanded better. I think in hindsight, and this ain't an excuse, because for me, when you're playing, that's what you're there to do, and you give everything. But I think the schedule that we've had in the last week has been wrong, and we've got to stick our hand up for that. There was, I did raise concerns about the amount of games that we played so early doors. I probably should have been stronger and said that we just couldn't fit Thursdays in, because we're having to weaken the team as we go through, so we're not really getting any pattern of play and that. But to play Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at this stage of the season is too much, and we should have. We've stuck our hand at the players and said we're wrong in doing that. But nevertheless, today, no matter how tired they were, they should have gave us a lot more in the first half, and we were nowhere near the ball in the first half. And Herne Bay dictated the game in the first half and could have gone 2 or 3 up.
Easily.
We were hanging on really. We just was desperate to get them back in the dressing room at 1-0 to still give us a fighting chance.
Yeah, and then we had a real decent spell second half. I mean, 15 maybe 20 minutes there where we certainly were the better side, and unfortunately, as is the way with football, they scored against the run of play, and 2-0 then they just sat on the ball a bit. Yeah,
I think they scored when we was having their best run of play. As you say, we'd create 2 or 3 good chances. They all felt young Matt, not knocking the boy at all. He's 17. He's come into a man's arena very quickly, a lot quicker than we really should have really introduced him. But saying that, until he come on, we wasn't even making those chances. So fair credit to him. He was getting himself in position to receive the ball. First one's fallen on his right foot where he's left footed, but I was pleased with the positions he was getting in. Maybe with a little bit more experience, he would have probably tapped 1 or 2 away, and I think it would have been a different game. But we've got a major problem up front at the moment. We've got, as Peter, we signed Gary Mickleborough, and Gary's, we knew in fairness at the time he wouldn't be back until September. Keelan Mooney's come on, looked sharp for the first couple of pre-season games. Now he's got shin splints, and it's really restricted his movement. So we have got to go and sign a forward. But people have got to appreciate at this stage of the season, one, it's very difficult because people would obviously already got themselves into clubs, and until people start really deciding on their their format, people are hanging around, they're getting regular games because everyone's chopping and changing in the pre-season. And secondly, whether we like it or not, and again, no criticism to the club, we haven't got the budget to go and sign a forward who's the likes of Ian Pullman's and all that. We were very fortunate to get last season, but we probably need someone big and who can hold the ball up for us at the moment, and those people don't come cheap. We're competing against teams in our league like Maidstone who've gone out and brought a forward, Sean Wilford from Margate, and we're not in that. We're not in that league. It's frustrating for me because we know enough players, but we felt that we was probably covered up front, and now we're really kind of having to juggle again and look very look again to see if we can really bring a forward in very, very quickly.
Looking through the boys that you've signed, and obviously there were a number unavailable today for different reasons. I'm actually encouraged. I'm going to put myself forward as the beacon of hope, because I think fundamentally we've got a very, very good side on our books, and I think you're right. I think we need another striker. There's no doubt about that. Keelan's trying to do it all on his own up front, and that's not a job that anybody wants to do, because you've got to be some sort of real special player and get the service to it, and we've not been giving him the service. But I'm encouraged. I think that when you get all your players fit and the ones that you've earmarked, I think we're going to have a decent side.
Yeah, it's frustrating at the moment. We've got half a dozen missing today, and we've got some big players. When you look at the likes of Gary Mickleborough, is a very experienced forward at this level, scored 20 odd goals at this level. Rob Lyle, again, great centre half, very comfortable in centre midfield. Danny Twyman wasn't here, which is causing us concern now. We won't go into it too much, but we're looking at 2 keepers today because Danny has signed for the club, but at the moment he's not making himself available. So there's a few.
Ant Bodell again.
Ant Bodell's on holiday, and we know the energy that Ant gives us, and so we're you're looking. Those 4 missing. Gay Sales missing today. Jermaine Darlington was also missing today.
And James Morris, he's still not fit, is he?
James Morris, has come. Bearing in mind we've taken him out of Hornchurch. He played 45 minutes before we got him, and he's a proven player again at
good
Brighton
player.
Premier.
Good player.
But you know, today we left him out of the starting lineup because he's just struggling to walk around.
Yeah.
But you know, we've taken an unusual step. You know, we've lost the game, and I've given them Tuesday off because we have to get some rest in. You know, and the boys that need a bit will do a bit, but the other boys, you know, there's boys out there that can only walk around at the moment because of the 4 games in the last 7 days, and it's, you know, it's wrong. So we've almost got to rest them to come back. And for people that know me, I'm no easy touch, and the last thing I normally do is when we've lost, you know, and we've had strong words in that dressing room today, and we've kept them in there for a long time afterwards, you know, and really, you know, kind of goaded them into things and told them exactly what we think, and you know, and the results, you know, we've gone out to win today. You know, we've gone out to win every game, but today we went as strong as I felt we could be for this game. The other 2 or 3 games that we played, to be honest, it's all been about getting fitness. And like, you know, people can criticise that we haven't beaten Kent League teams, but you know, Thursday night we had 9 missing and stuff like that. But today we had half a dozen missing, but I went strong. So I'm not sticking my hand up saying we wasn't trying today, but it is very, very frustrating at the moment. We wanted some of the new faces available pre-season. They've not been here for, you know, because we knew, in fairness, when we signed them, we knew one of the new signings hasn't come off because, you know, Aaron Robinson's work commitments. But I can't have players deciding, you know, no matter what they've done in the past, that they're going to, you know, come when they want to feel like coming and stuff like that. You know, we've got to get the discipline right, and it's one of the things that, you know, if I look at the club as a whole, not, you know, that being here. But some of the things that we're finding that happen here haven't happened at clubs I've been before. You know, we've got to make the players more professional. We're trying to demand more out of them, and that doesn't happen overnight. And some of them will get left behind on the journey. You know, because for me, I want to be successful. Steve Nolan and that, you know, work with Steve and Paul Hyde. We all want to take the club forward, and some of those players may not be on the same journey with us, and we may have to leave some of them behind.
Oh yes, that's you know, sort of decisions as a manager you've got to make, and you know, got to be respected, and you've got the club's backing. So yeah, fair play to you.
But you know, we've still got a couple of weeks or so, you know, 3 weeks before the first home game, and now we've got to look at our preparation is right, that we freshen the boys up again. You know, we'll look at how we're going to play against Thamesmead. You know, in fairness, we've got Thamesmead in the trophy. Do we show our hand? You know what we're all about. Do we look at a different formation? Do we just look at it as, you know, as a fitness session? And you know, I'm not naive enough to think they're probably not going to do the same. But you know, both clubs are, you know, going ahead with a friendly. But we have got them in the trophy. It's a very important game. So we may look at it as an exercise to try different people, different formations. I don't know. You know, we'll have a look and see who we feel needs the game. Who
Keep your cards close to your chest. You normally do, so
you know,
you've got to.
We'll have a proper look at that. But say it's an unusual step in pre-season to give them time off. I just felt the last week hasn't helped us and has put us back a few days, and we need to give the players time to recover from that.
Thanks for being so honest with us, Peter. Good luck on Thursday.
Thanks a lot.
Well done.